Hey!
Welcome, folks. Oh my goodness, Adele, love your post. Am I first? Am I first? You are first. You were first. And welcome to all of you. Bob, nice to have you here with us in Wisconsin, and wonderful to have you. Pat, congrats on your COVID shot. That's exciting. And great, you got the 3-year-old to rest without waking her big sister. That is fantastic. SJC, yay. Allison in France, hello, and yes to optimism in the air. That's wonderful. Let's summon some more, shall we, folks? Together here, play some nice tunes together. Saul, good to see you in Michigan. Number 70, meaning, is this the session number 70?
Is that possible?
Well, Jaden, hello in Holland, and Lynn, nice to have you here in North Carolina, and Gabriella in Germany, Roxanne in Northern California, and to Ted in Ottawa, welcome everybody. Gradus in Amsterdam, happy to have you here. Christine and Dominique in Bordeaux, and Margaret, wonderful to have you joining us, and Mike in Ohio, and Manuel in Spain, thank you for joining us, Manuel, and to Maria in the UK, and to Andrea and Michael, guten Abend to you, and Michael in Friday Harbor, Washington, beautiful part of the world. Welcome, and earlier in the day for you. And to Pat, happy to have you joining us on the piano. I can hear it. I really can as we're playing along. I'm imagining it. Stacy on the box in Virginia. Good to have you here. Good to have you here. Donna in Michigan, and Johnny in LA, and Evelyn in Massachusetts. Hello, Pat in, hello to Elizabeth down the road in Waltham. Hi to Arthur joining us from France. Hi to Geese in the Netherlands as well. Hi to Dwayne in Ottawa. Hi, Sally Tucker, nice to have you with us. My friend Elena, welcome. Aga, welcome. Nice to have you joining in from Poland. And Marco in Milano, hello and welcome. To Mary in Eugene, and Frederick, wonderful to have you, and Jean as well. Jean in the Netherlands, Frederick the Great, wonderful to have you all here today. And also to Kostas, hi in Greece, happy to have you playing on the lira there. And Libby, happy Saturday. Hi, Sean Morris in Manchester, second COVID shot tomorrow, that's wonderful. Hi, Carrie in Florida. Hi, Mary down the road. Hello to Frank and Vanessa in Germany. Hello to Barbara in Virginia. Happy World Migratory Bird Day, that's exciting. Taylor, hello in Germany. Peter, hello in San Diego. Therese, hello in Oregon. Jim, nice to have you here joining us from Zimbabwe. And to Barney in New York State. Wonderful. We're a big, wonderful group today. We're going to sound great. We're going to start off with the Lilting Banshee. Hi to Tom in California. Hi to Tim in Colorado. Hello, Tim. Wonderful to have you here. And to Julie, happy Saturday to you. To Katrina, I'm glad that you're tuning in from your mom. So hello to your mom as well. Nice to be up in Maine, a change of pace. And Steve, hi in Pennsylvania. So we're going to start off with the Lilting Banshee in A minor, yeah?
Is this nice?
Maybe a little more chill. 1, 2, here we go, everyone. it. That was beautiful, Matt.
Oh, thank
How
you.
lucky
Thank
we
you.
are to get a chance to play these tunes together, and with such a nice bed there. It really took it into a mystical direction, and it's a real overcast, kind of a strange day outside, so that very much suited it. Nicely done.
Yeah, well, thank you very much. Anne. Nice yourself as well. Sure.
And Dawn, hi in Fort Collins. Glad to have you with us again today. And Randy, hello in Michigan. Ian and Eloise, hello and welcome. Glad to have you playing tunes with us today. So, hi Grania, nice to have you joining us from County Kerry. So we're going to carry on, speaking of Kerry, with some reels. We're going to play The Man of the House. One of the former, Name Your Tune selections of the past, and The Man of the House. And then we're going to go into a request from last time, The Pretty Girls of Mayo. And then we'll go into Charlie Harris's reel. So these are tunes on the virtual guided session Common Core list. I'm going to put them in the chat here. All right. Exciting stuff. Carol, hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us from Derry. How wonderful to have you here. So, hi, Jolie. Welcome. Hi, Allison. All right. So, here we go. Some reels. Not so fast. Let's keep it mystical.
Yeah, mystical. Yeah. Okay.
Nice tunes there. Nice tunes, folks. Nice tunes. Good, important chat going on here. So, McIntyre's Fancy, that's a lovely tune now, Lynn. Tim, I saw that you had a request, too, for the Shoemaker's Daughter. I have to go over it in my head. I'll try that next time. I'm going to write it down. Shoemaker's Daughter for Tim next time. So that John Brady tune. Yeah, let's do that. Why not? Let's do McIntyre's Fancy, which is in the key of A minor. Lovely composition of a great flute player. It's a jig in A minor. And then, yes, we are devastated to hear about, of course, about the national park. I didn't realize the devastation was that deep. 50% of it burned. So sad. So anyway, we are together in this, and we send our condolences and our celebration of the 50% that survived. Yeah. And eventually, from all that ash, there's going to be some good soil conditioning, and new things will grow. Sad. Very sad. Diane, welcome in Dublin. Happy to have you joining us. And Tom as well asks for an appropriate Mother's Day jig, Mother's Day tune. So let's do Buried My Wife and Dance on Her Grave. It's a former Name Your Tune selection, and hopefully that is what we will all do. That is a very Irish approach, I suppose. But honestly, nothing would make a mother happier than to know that life is continuing no matter what. and good humor. So yes, let's go. A little dark humor there. And to Raymond, thank you. That is a lovely tune indeed. And Larry in Michigan, glad to have you joining us. And Kid on the Mountain, maybe. I've got a lot of requests from last time around too, so I got to be careful here. So let's do it. Let's do McIntyre's Fancy and Buried My Wife and Dance on Her Grave, and then we will go into Anthony Frawley's.
Anthony Frawley.
Yes.
Gotta love Mr. Frawley.
Okay, so McIntyre's Fancy. It might take me one time around to find my legs, but we're going to do it anyway.
So friends, I have something exciting to tell you. The Burren Pub over in Somerville has sort of built a back patio for some outdoor music. And the exciting part, well, that is exciting in and of itself, but the thing that is kind of cracking me up is there are these in that area there are these poles like waist high poles because to keep people from driving into things. They painted them black with a little white rim around the top, so they all look like pints of Guinness. It's hilarious.
Yeah. Let me just think. That'll be good. Good. All right. 1, 2, A first. right. Yes. So I'm seeing Michelle is joining us. Welcome and wonderful to have you here. And another flute player, lovely flute player there. Grania, yes, another one for the list. There are always ones for the list. Arthur, it's a Pat Olwell flute that I play. I love it very much. I got it many years ago. It was my first real flute. I had this old German flute that was like full of cracks, and I had to fill it up with beeswax to get it to make a sound. I had that for about 6 months, and then I got this wonderful flute, and I just love it. It's the only flute I have, and I'm very delighted with it. Always have been. It just gets better and better. And yes, Peter here is a wonderful tunesmith, our friend Peter. We'll have to share one of his tunes one of these days. We'll have to play one of his tunes with all of you. And Garode, nice to have you joining us from Belfast. Welcome to you. And I also saw somebody else who I didn't give a shout out to yet. Tomas! Yes, our friend Tomas. Welcome. Glad to have you here. Glad to have you be spaghetti. Good. Well, it's dinner time in Europe, right.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, and Pat, it's always good to have you in the chat. So let's try a tune for Pat. Made me think of, all those tunes that have words that go along with them, like that have songs that go along with them. I guess we'd call them that. When Pat came over the hill, his calling for to see. That little dude there that somebody was asking about a hop jig last week. So let's try some hop jigs. Let's try, also known as Cucanandy. Cucanandy, Nandy, Cucanandy, oh. But I know it as When Pat Came Over the Hill. So this is for you, Pat. And then we will do, how about one on the guided session Common Core tune? The Promenade. Yes, Julie, welcome. I don't know if I gave you a shout out. So here we go. Cucanandy, or When Pat Came Over the Hill in G, and then Promenade in A. Hello to Yvette. Nice to have you joining us from beautiful California. Dum day do 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 la da dee. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
Nice tunes.
Nice tunes, folks.
We all
nice
agree.
Work.
We
nice,
all agree. Everyone
nice
here
playing
agrees.
with you. And I'm delighted, Arthur, that this means a lot to you, that this Saturday means a lot to you, Peter, to you folks. I'm delighted by that. And
it does
in
to us
fact,
as well.
it does as well.
Yeah.
Alex, good to see you joining in from China. Wow, we're so happy to have you with us live. What an honor. And to Harry, welcome. Glad to have you here. Oh, and Jenny is here as well. In fact, speaking of, I have a little tiny, it's very small, but I have a little teaser of something to come next week. So a few of us in the community here have recorded videos of Inish Here, which is a waltz that I wrote for our gang. And our friend Elise is putting together a video, a collaborative video, which we're going to premiere next week right after the session. So I'm going to show you just a little teaser because I see that Jenny is here. So here we go. Do I just...
on the scene. Yeah.
On here?
That's
yeah? Okay, here we go. Oh, come on, such beautiful artwork. We are big, big fans of beautiful color and art and community and music. So, woohoo, I think it's going to be fun. So, Jenny, welcome. You're perfectly on time and we're glad to have you. Matt is tuning. He's tuning just in time for you.
I know. And just backing up on the slip jig, hop jig thing, the way I understand them is that think about a hop jig is like a slip jig played where you're feeling it in one rather than in three. Like a slip jig, like the butterfly is a good one. You play it both ways. Like, it's slip jig, so you're really counting it in 3, 1, 2, 3. Hop jig, you kind of so it's usually like a little faster, but just also like kind of just a different feel. It's more of a 1 feel than a 3 feel is what I think.
Yes, exciting. And so is the Inish Here video. So exciting.
Oh, yeah.
So sweet. Oh man.
Did you explain how it's going to be premiered?
Right.
Yeah.
So we will have our normal session next week at the normal time. And then just about 10 minutes later, we'll log back on. There's a video premiere link. Folks can tune in, 5 minutes early, 10 minutes early. And
it'll be like its own thing, and there's a chat and everything.
Yeah.
We are given
for the video premiere,
exciting.
big premiere.
Yeah, it'll be good.
So sweet. Great. So we're going to carry on with Mother and Child Reel. That was a nice request there, Tom. Good for Mother's Day. Last week it was Mother's Day in Hungary and other parts of Europe. And so this week we'll do Mother and Child Reel. That's always a lovely one. And then we're going to go into the Otter's Holt. And then we're going to go into the Hunter's House. We're going to get in some requests and some common core tunes. Many birds. With one net. Okay. Yum, do do dee do do dee do diddle do diddle 1, 2, ready, go. pretty much in G, straight G, although that was a nice little 5 of 5 there.
Yeah.
Little passing situation, but yeah, pretty much in G. And Lynn, I hear you. It is a little challenging to read the chat and really focus on the music at the same time. That is what got me last week on the box. I love playing the accordion, but I don't have the headroom that I do on the flute. So being able to play and read the chat at the same time, whew, that's a tall order. It is.
The really hard thing is playing and typing at the same time.
Okay, so is an Irish cowboy who sings to backing tracks considered to be a karaoke?
Ouch. It burns.
So, but in all seriousness, the reading the chat along with playing, and maybe you might find yourself, making a misstep because the attention wanders. I think this is a great practice. I think this is wonderful for us to feel okay doing, and in the company of others, as well as in your own home. It's all the same. So these tunes, even if you don't know them all, please try a couple of notes. And in a live session, I mean, don't get in the way of the music that everybody's playing. Everybody's playing real tight. If there are only 3 players and they're all playing beautifully tight together, maybe that's not the time to try to hunt and peck a couple of notes. But if it's a bigger group and you're playing quietly, why not try a few notes? That's how we learn. That's how we all learned. So, use your ear, but also do try sometimes. I think this is a good thing to get used to doing, more than one thing at a time, and maybe sometimes missing. This is okay. This is good. So Alex, what a great question. How can you see what we'll be playing next week? I wish that I had that ability to see as well into the future. We don't plan everything in advance, but I've been trying to plan at least the first 3 sets in advance based on sort of what we did the last few weeks and any requests that popped up and common core tunes we need to rotate, name your tune selections we need to rotate, want to make sure to get a good mix of keys. And so I do try to map out the first 3 or 4 sets. And so on the Facebook page, if you're a member of that, if you do Facebook, Alex, if you're a member of the Facebook page, I will post the first few that we're going to do the following week on the Facebook page. That is what I will do. That's a good way. And if you're not on Facebook, get in touch with me through...
Or at least a couple things, if not in order.
Oh, that's what I mean. Okay. And Alex, if you're not on Facebook, you can get in touch through my website, shannonheatonmusic.com, and I'll make sure that you have some resources.
Which is looking very fine these days. If you have not visited the website.
The new Irish Music Stories paradigm and the new site. Yes, Arthur, I would love to play in a real session with you as well in Montmartre. That sounds great. Let's plan on it. And yes, Matt did play live at the Burn this morning for families.
I did a family kids show at the Burn this morning, and it was great.
It was wonderful.
I wore a mask the whole time.
Yeah. And exciting, so hopeful to think of doing more social music. So let's manifest that hopefulness. Let's banish some of the gloom. Let's play Banish Misfortune. That is a common core tune, and we'll go into the Geese in the Bog. So let's try those. D and C.
Dedicated to the geese that just had little baby geese.
Oh, the goslings across the street.
They're cute.
Too much.
They are really
cute. Here we go. Woo, let's go. Ooh, but not me. 1, 2, here we go. Cucanandy.
Look at
This
you.
is an exciting thing to say. You kept up with 2/3 of Banish, and also to hear that you're improving. Come on, this is awesome. Like, this is better than like anything. And the fact that through this pandemic, a lot of us have been working on a lot of tunes and improving, getting better at learning by ear. Hopefully, some of you getting a little bit more comfortable trying things and playing in the company of other people. Maybe you're in your homes, but we're all together in this. And man, we are what? Asia tuning in live, Africa, North America, Europe, I think South America, 5 continents, and every once in a while we have New Zealand. And wow, that is quite a thing. Alex joining us live. We're so honored. It's very late for you, and that you're playing with a quiet whistle. It's a good solution. It's a very good solution. So wonderful. We're going to carry on, I believe, with our offertory selection. Yes. And
get the prop,
yes, why don't you get the prop? Okay, so if you haven't already noticed, last week Matt passed a neighbor who was giving away some free trinkets, and he picked up a little blue and white elephant. I thought that was the end of the gifts, but no, the gifts keep coming. And apparently there was another elephant. So Matt has gifted us with this second elephant. Can you see the wee leg is missing? When I posted a picture of that, Bob said, oh, you could just sand it off and make a little wooden crutch for him and glue it on. Okay, now Bob is a luthier. We have seen his work on the Facebook page. So I love that is your solution. I'm not going to be doing that. Instead, I'm going to put him on the shelf. And if you did see
stands up.
yes, if you saw the picture, oh my gosh, the shelf is really dusty. But for the next time I take a picture up there, I will dust first. But anyway, I thought maybe the 3-legged elephant would be a great tune. So I wrote it. I wrote the 3-legged elephant for this little dude. And then, because of Bob's comment, I wrote a second tune to go with it called The Luthier's Bench. The elephant might fare better in Bob's home, but we'll try to put an honorable spot here next to the other elephants. And got a couple of hornpipes for you. So the first tune, The 3-Legged Elephant, is a hornpipe in E minor, and the second tune is The Luthier's Bench. This is our offertory selection, and so as we say these weeks, if you do have a little extra and you can throw something in our PayPal tip jar, fabulous. We're grateful, and if not, that's okay too. It's just, this is to meet everybody wherever we are. So here are our hornpipes, the 3-legged elephant. And I gotta say, Lynn, these did not come as easily. I worked with these for a while. So here we go. Yeah. like it. You guys are really silly. I'm liking all the puns. That is Matt Heaton's style.
Oh yeah, truncated.
It
Nice.
would have kind of, would have been kind of cool to make a little stop in the tune too. There's time. There's time. He's still got the trunk. He might fall off of the shelf. You never know if you stomp your foot too hard. All right. How do you pack a derm? Okay. Amazing also that some of these jokes people are making in their second or third languages. You guys are incredible. Absolutely incredible. And thank you for meeting us here in English. And sorry that we can't reciprocate by speaking all of your languages in return. So we can try, though, to honor some requests. So last week, people wanted to hear the cat's meow. Was it Arthur who wanted to hear the cat's meow? Somebody wanted to hear the cat's meow. And somebody else wanted to hear the Maid of Selma. The Maid of Selma. I know this tune. I like this tune. I like it. I remember it. I like it. I thought it was a modern composition. I looked it up. Amor Mayock recorded it on her wonderful album, The Merry Bits of Timber, some years ago. I think that's how I associated, and Jimmy Keane playing it as well. Thought it was a new tune. Looked it up. It's in O'Neill's. It's number 250 in O'Neill's 1850 tune. So that means that it was published in 1903. It's an oldie. Who knew? And it sounds kind of modern, whereas The Cat's Meow was written by Joni Madden not so long ago. So that's kind of cool. The Cat's Meow sounds trad, and it's new. The Maid, it's The Maid, there's one of them, of Selma, sounds kind of new, and it's wicked old. Yeah. So very exciting.
And I was curious, if anyone knows, is there, the only Selma I know is the one in the States. Is there a Selma...
I think there's a Selma like neighborhood or building or something in Dublin, outside of Dublin. Yes, indeed. All right. It was not an easy task to write those tunes. Wow. Okay, Kevin, that's a good request for the future. I have to get to some more. We're running out of time. I got to get to some more requests for this time. So we're going to play these lovely jigs, and punning is definitely a second language, indeed. All right, so here we go. Ivory, I very much appreciate these puns. 1, 2, 1, 2, here we go.
That's my new favorite tune.
It's a beauty.
I love that tune.
It's a beauty. It's a beauty. So is everybody here. A real beautiful community we got going on here. Folks, you're great. You're great. And I can't believe, Sean Morris, that at your local session, your bouzouki player takes care of elephants. Like at a zoo, I assume, perhaps? We love elephants so much in real life. And in fact, the last time that we were in Thailand with our son, we took him to an elephant reserve where they care for the elephants. And so we got a chance to wash them and hang out with them. And I had this pair of corduroy shoes. Remember those shoes?
I do. The elephant stood on them.
I took them off.
Yeah.
Went in the water to scrub down an elephant.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I washed the elephant and play in the water. And it was a baby elephant. And then I saw he went close to the shore, and my shoes were on the shore, and he totally squashed the shoe. And then I went up to the shore, and the shoes were totally squashed, but they were totally wearable still. Totally. A lot of totallys in that sentence, in that story.
True.
Totally. All right, and this is totally fun. I think we have time just for one more tune for you. So I think we're going to end with a barn dance with the wonderful Gypsy Princess. I have to remind myself of how it goes. We had a request for this one. Eloise, did you ask for this? Oh yeah, nice, simple G barn dance. It's a lovely one. If you don't already know it, try it. B B B B A B A G E D. That's the beginning. You got a second to practice it because I'm going to thank everybody so much for joining us. And if this really is session number 70, and if you've been here since the beginning, my goodness. What an amazing thing that we are doing to stay together like this and to keep each other going. So, woohoo. Here's to bright days now and in the future. Thank you. Khop kun naka. Danke. Merci beaucoup. Trugarez. Arigato gozaimasu. Kamsahamnida. Tusen tak. Dziękuję. Vielen Dank. Grazie. Gramahagat. Muchas gracias. Evcharisto. Sheshe. Chwala wam, shukran, eskarik asko, ta palat, spasiba, ahehe, salamat, tarima kasi, dioch, toda, kusanem, muito obrigado, gam ndino tenda, ndo, mikwech, fala lepa, giros, yutva. Thanks so much, folks. Have a great week.
Absolutely.
And here is the Gypsy Princess, which I forgot to type in.
And we can't wait to see you next week for the big premiere of In Is Here.
That's right. Next week, we'll meet at the same time, and then right after
we'll
our
switch
session,
rooms.
We'll switch rooms for the premiere of In Is Here.
It's like going to a festival and going from one tent to another or something.
Precisely. Precisely, Matt. All right. Dum dee dum da doo dee doo dee da da. Everybody, here we go. Woo! Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, and thanks for tuning in live from Korea as well. We are so delighted to share tunes with you as well. Be very well. Hope to see you next week. Bye, folks.
Click.